Hi everybody, and welcome to today's dieseldoocy.com product unboxing and review. Today's product is a very enlightening one indeed. It is the ITP SA1 Eluma flashlight with the XPG-R5 LED, the same as in my Quark AA. Let's go ahead and take a look at the box. You can pause if you want to read. By the way, the max output is 145 lumens with the R5 emitter. See, there's the brand. The boxing is very simple. Pause if you want to read. Now, we'll get to the point and unbox this. You open the box, this plastic tray slides right out. And in the box is the instruction manual. It's very simple. Just unfolds in a three-fold, and it tells you about the light. There's other models of this flashlight, one that takes 1, 2, 3s and one that takes 2 AA's. And yes, ITP is now owned by Olight. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's in the box. You have your holster. It appears to be very well built. You can wear it on your belt or attach a lanyard to it. Inside the holster you have a strap that you can attach to the flashlight and a bag of some spare parts, which you get a reverse clicky switch and an extra boot and a low profile boot that will allow the flashlight to stand up on end in candle mode. And it looks like there's a couple extra O-rings in there. Of course, here is the flashlight itself. Let's get a really good look at it.
It's 4 hours.
Yes, it's 4 o'clock in the morning once the camera focuses. There's your XPG R5 LED. There's the model number. Wonder what that's for. I don't know if that's the serial number or not. This model, the head does not come off and the clip is permanently attached. Here's your mode button. Now we'll open up the flashlight, clicky. And it's pretty much got your standard Chinese flashlight tail cap. This is a forward clicky. If you look down in there, unlike the Quark, see, look, it's just your standard like metal tab flashlight contact. That looks kind of cheap. As I said earlier, the head and clip does not come off. However, you can remove this top part of the bezel, and in essence, if you wanted to, you could replace the lens and the reflector. See, there's the reflector. And in here, you can get a good look at the LED once the camera decides to focus. There we go. As you can see, it appears to be mounted on aluminum, which will make for some excellent heat sinking. Now we will go ahead and take a look at the functions of this flashlight. For the price point of this flashlight, it does a lot. The retail price of this flashlight is between $30 and $40 depending on where you get it. It runs off one AA battery or one 14500 lithium-ion battery. For most of our outdoor tests, since most of you people are going to be using standard AA batteries, we'll do the tests with a standard AA battery. Flashaholics are usually the ones that are going to be using these kind of batteries. So, for the indoor testing, I'll go ahead and use the Duracell battery. Unscrew the tail cap. This is the only thing you can unscrew. You insert the battery just like you would into a mag light. You just stick the battery positive side down. Now, screw on the tail cap. Operation of the flashlight is very simple. It's forward clicky default installed. See, take your finger off the button, you got a momentary. And to turn it completely on, you press the switch till it clicks. Now up here you got a small button up here. This is how you go through your modes. You press it to cycle through the modes. You got your strobe, low, medium, high, strobe. And if you hold the button in, watch this. It's got the digital infinite beam. Hold it down. And it goes from 6 lumens up to 145 and then back down again. Okay, the battery life on low is 40 hours, which is 6 lumens. Medium, 42 lumens, 4 hours. And on bright, you get about an hour and you get about an hour and a half on bright, which is pretty good for one AA battery. Now I'll let you take a look at the beam. This is at full brightness. As you know, this flashlight has a smooth reflector, whereas the Quark has an orange peel reflector, and I'll show you the difference here on the wall. This is the Eluma flashlight, and this is the Quark. As you can see, the hot spot is much tighter with the smooth reflector. Both flashlights have the same R5 emitter. Now I'll cycle through the brightnesses. I have the 14500 battery in here now. You get low, medium, and the bright here I would say is around a little over 200 lumens with the 14500 battery. Now we're going to go outside and see how this thing performs in the real world. Alright, now we're out in the backyard where I am going to be doing all of my flashlight real life beam shots. Of course, here we have the 3D mag light with a fresh set of batteries. And I'm going to be using the standard 10, 15, 50, and 150. So now let's turn on the Eluma. This is with a NIMH battery. And yes, for all you flashaholics, I will show the 14500 battery here in just a second. This right here is at about 10 feet. Then this tree right here is about 15 feet, maybe 20. Then if you look up those branches in between the two trees, that tree's about 50 feet away. And then up there is the tree house. That tree house is about 150 feet away. Now, I will go through the different brightnesses. Of course, that's your strobe. There's strobe. Now the dim is good for preserving night vision. The camera's not going to pick it up very well, but you can see up the hill. Now let's put it on the middle. This is where you get your 4-hour burn time. The camera, I can clearly see the treehouse, but the camera is not really picking it up. Now I'll put it on bright. As you can see, you can clearly see the treehouse. Now I'll swap out the battery and I'll show you what the treehouse looks like with the 14500. Now we're looking at the treehouse using the 14500. As you can tell, it's considerably brighter. You're getting over 200 lumens out of this rechargeable battery. Again, this is about 10 feet, 15, 20, 50 feet in the middle, and there's the treehouse. It's considerably brighter. Now, I'll put the Duracell battery back in and we'll walk around the yard, and then we'll do it with the 14500. Alright, now we got the camera off the tripod. This is the standard Duracell battery. Alright, as you can see, there's my scooter. Now let's go out into the yard. There's the tripod. The flashlight has a very nice hotspot with a nice, even corona of light. Now we're going to the side yard. Over there you can see the house next door. That house is probably a good, say 50 feet away from where I'm standing. That's looking down into the street. There's the car across the street. And here's the side of the house. As you can see, the hotspot is very nice. It's got a very nice hotspot. I'm going to turn on the Quark for comparison. As you can see, the Quark's hotspot is bigger, but it's not going to throw as far. They're both good lights, but the smooth reflector gives you a much more defined hotspot and improved throw. But keep in mind, we're just using your standard Duracell NIMH battery. I'll go ahead and swap the batteries out now and you'll get to see the difference here. Or now this is with the 14500 lithium ion. Ow, I just stepped on something. Now you can see across the street a little bit clearer. You can not only see the car across the street, but you can also see the trees across the street. Those trees over there are good, again, probably, I'd say, good 200 feet away. That's looking down into the street where you can now clearly see the street. Of course, this is looking at the house next door. And up into my backyard. There's the tree house again. Alright, now we'll go back inside. Again, this is using a 14500 lithium-ion rechargeable battery. These batteries, you pretty much have to get on the internet. You will not be able to find these at your Walmart or Target or Home Depot. But you will be able to find, of course, the AA rechargeable. Alright, in conclusion, I will say at this price point, and for the light output you're looking at off a single AA battery, the ITP Eluma SA1 is an excellent choice. The only gripes I have about the light are the fact that this clip right here is permanently attached to the flashlight, meaning if it breaks or if you don't want it on there, that's too bad. And this only really applies to using a 14500. Let me dim it. If you turn the light on in the dim mode, watch this. See, you get a bright flash. That could affect your night vision if you're using the low output. Now, please note, using a AA battery, you don't get this pre-flash. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you for watching, and that's it.